trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what they mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, this Week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead at all time, 62-55. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Austin. Spins by. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is the 3rd-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
56. Hey, you.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Check 52. Middle.
From the 39, Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Here's Newton. And finding the tight end Hooper. Just a yard on the catch. There, it'll be 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Mario Addison picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check, check. Watch the ship. General West. Watch the ship.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, Oregon. Mike 5-4. Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. On 1st and 10, Newton. Throw complete to Herndon. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Set. Ready, 8. Crouch. Check. Joker.
Out of the gun, Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Patrick Owasor drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
On first down, Grant. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Grant. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Newton. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go, fellas.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Switch. Check 31. Hey, tight.
They will run with Singletary. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Slam. 57.
Here's Allen throwing again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
20. Check 26, check 26. 20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3. Hey, hey, hey. Now 10.
Here's Singletary. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike's 57, 57's right. Time to go, night. Hey, check Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen flushed out right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Here we go.
A gain there of 21 yards.
57. Mike, 57. Pass 85. Pass 85. Jim. Harley, 64. Reed. Check.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
That's complete to his running back, Grant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Ready.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Throwing again. Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll make it 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Austin. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run here with Singletary. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
36, 30. Hey, hold. Pass. 6-6, pull it high. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Alvin away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
To throw again. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
All day, dog. Hey, watch that. Check alert. Mike 54. Coming, baby. I'm coming. Go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by Nelson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Hey, exit. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Check the outs. Check the out. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Watch the run. Pass 85.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go right back to Singletary, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Watch,
hey, Steve 6.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, get. Hey, watch that.
From the gun, it's Allen. Hauling it in, Nelson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
218, chop.
First down, Bill. Check, hot route. Hot.
On first down, Singletary. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
52. Half 10.
Singletary again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Round 80. 56.
Throwing is Allen on third. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short game. Get downfield like he just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They'll run on first down. It's Moss, and he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, Singletary, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down, Buffalo.
On first down, Allen. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Singletary on the toss play. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey, box Foxtrot.
54. Mike 50.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun.
From the gun, Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing is Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
319.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Gun.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
On 1st down, Singletary. The 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 28-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down now, Singletary. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the 13-year man puts it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Right to the 3.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well. Signed with the Bills in May of 2018 and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Motion.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Bravo.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. 20! A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Alert! Protein spill.
They run here with Singletary, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 49, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Blue draw quarters.
Sub.
56. Hey, Alpha.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Lets it go for Nelson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He completes it to Nelson. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Allen on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here it comes.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Alert.
Now a run with Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late, they'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Singletary, they'll run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Marr, up and good. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. on the ground. It's Singletary. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Here we go. Check nickel.
56, 56.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So